before that, one of the highlights of 2AY and the David Street, 2AY was the last regional place for John Laws to do an outside broadcast before his retirement. Yeah, so that was, we had a date. So we hadn't moved yet. This is jumping back behind a bit, sort of, Kelp, sorry. And John Laws wanted to do an outside broadcast in a regional market. At the time, the person who was in charge of the Macquarie, where John was employed by, we had a good relationship, as he did with Ace Radio and vice versa. So we organized for John to do an outside broadcast at the Commercial Club in Albury. That was all planned, ready to go. And then I think John had a fall, broke a couple of ribs, was off air for a couple of months. We had to postpone it. We got him back on air. He got back on air. We rescheduled it for the Commercial Club. We then had a date set. Everything was ready to go. One of our sponsors was Jacob Toyota at the time. And one of our other sponsors was Biddy Ford at Culcan, who supplied the station, supplied me with a Ford Territory every 12 months, basically, or whenever they wanted to get a new one on the road. So I rang the manager at the time, Chris at Jacobs, and I said, I've got John Laws coming to town. I don't think it'd be right if I pick him up in a Ford, because he was sponsored by Toyota. And he said, leave it with me. And he rang back about an hour later. He said, drop over today. We've got a brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Deluxe V8, leather, sunroof, for you to use to pick up John, show him around, drop it back, no problem at all. So I picked up John and his secretary, assistant, and then he got in the van took him in the cruiser back at the airport. Him and his secretary flew off. And then about 3 days later, or a week later, I got a lovely handwritten, hand-typed letter on John Law's secretary. I've still got that. I'll send you a photo. Just saying thanks for the great hospitality and organizing the Toyota and da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah.